It is another Free Shirt Friday at PNC Park. That's what the well-dressed Pirate fan will be wearing this weekend at the ballpark. One of the largest crowds of the season is expected tonight as they pour in here to see Game 1 between the Padres and the Pirates. And one of the newest Pirates, Starling Marte, has been a sensation already since his call-up on the last road trip. And he hopes to lead the Bucs to victory tonight. Bud Black's Padres send out Alexei Amarista to lead off. Everett Cabrera, Chase Headley, and Carlos Quentin the first four. Yonder Alonso, last 9 games, .389 with 6 doubles. Will Venable is in left field. Cameron Maybin, the center fielder. John Baker does the catching. Edinson Volquez, the former Cincinnati Red, on the hill, facing James McDonald.
There's James' numbers on the year, brought to you by the Western Pennsylvania Chevy dealers. It is an ERA that's been moving up of late, and need to put a lid on that right now. Get it going back the other direction. Get back in those 2s if possible.
One thing for McDonald recently, he has struggled a bit in the first inning. And he has given up 9 first-inning runs in his last 5 starts. Trying to shut that down and hang a 0 in inning number 1. McDonald ready for the first pitch of the ball game. Facing Alexei Amarista, the second baseman. Amarista takes ball 1 up and away. Amarista, .270 hitter, 4 home runs. And he now has 5 home runs. It is 1-0 San Diego. And for James McDonald, 21 first inning runs given up and 8 home runs in the first inning this year. 8 home runs of the 14 he's given up. And the Padres start this series off with a bang.
Started the game with a couple of fastballs. One he missed up out of the strike zone, and this one right over the inside corner got turned on. The velocity of the 2 fastballs, 90-91. That's another thing that we can look at from McDonald. There's 94. That's normally where he is at, 93, 94 miles an hour, sometimes 95. Those first 2 pitches, 90-91, he might have just been trying to, get the ball in there for a strike, maybe aiming it a little bit. He paid the price.
Switch hitter Everett Cabrera at the plate. 1 ball and 1 strike to the shortstop. Wants it down to third base side. Barehanding is Alvarez. Throws. He got him. Pedro struggled with that play the last 2 times it's been tried on him, but that time he was perfect.
This might have been the toughest one of all of them. It was a very good bunt right along the edge of the grass. Alvarez coming in. Perfect throw. And the last couple of times he made a poor throw, and then there was the very last one. He couldn't pick it up. Went off the side of his hand, his bare hand.
1 out. And a 1-0 pitch to Headley. Fouls this one off. Pirates have allowed a run in the first inning in 4 straight games. And for the Padres, it's the 4th time they've led off the first inning with a home run, and the first time Amarista has hit one out of the yard.
Those first inning runs you were talking about.
1-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. Well, if there is a bright spot for that, Bob, it's the numbers that Edinson Volquez has allowed in the first innings. So he has struggled as well. He's allowed 15 runs in the first inning. It was 23 starts. But he is susceptible as well. Chase Headley has hit safely in 11 of 12 games. Bounces it to the right side. Jones plays the hop. 2 gone. Defensively for the Buccos, behind McDonald, Starling Marte in left, Andrew McCutchen in center field, and Travis Snyder is the right fielder. Alvarez has already shown some good defense tonight. Barnes at short. Walker and Jones with Rod Barajas catching James McDonald. You had a chance to visit with Rod before the game today?
Rod looking forward to this ball game, thinking that get McDonald right back where he wants to be. Comfortable surroundings, big crowd tonight. Just hope he can shrug off that first inning home run. In the grand scheme of a ball game, a solo home run in the first inning could very possibly be meaningless as far as the outcome.
In his last outing against Cincinnati Saturday, he allowed 2 first inning runs. Remember, in Colorado, he allowed a leadoff home run to Dexter Fowler, their center fielder. And Alexei Amarista leads the game off with a home run here tonight. Carlos Quentin takes the 0-2 high, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Well, a lot of baseball left. You're right. It's only the 1 run. And the 1-2. And Quentin drills it to left field. 2-out single for Carlos Quentin.
Some of the things that we saw a lot with McDonald early on was the great command and how he was able to work so quickly because of it. Now, that's not necessarily a bad pitch right there. That's a tip your cap to the hitter pitch. A breaking ball that was fairly down outside half of the plate. I think that's not necessarily maybe the results of every single at bat. Don't pick those completely apart. But, look and see, is he back to working fast? A good body language on the mound? Is he throwing a lot of strikes? Not only just a fastball, but everything else. Because that is what we saw. Besides all the wins and the great ERA, we saw all the rest of that stuff. First half of the season, James.
Yonder Alonso, the former Cincinnati Red. He was a rookie this year. Born in Havana, Cuba. Lives in Doral, Florida. Came over in the Edinson Volquez trade last year. Matt Latos going the other way. He was the Padres' #1 prospect heading into this season, but he's become more than a prospect. 2 for 4 in his last game against the Cubs. Padres coming off a 3-game sweep over the Cubs. They have won 4 straight games. They have beaten the Mets in the finale Sunday before taking on the Cubs at Petco Park for 3. The 2-2 from McDonald. And Alonso hangs alive.
We certainly know all about what the Padres are going through right now. We've gone through a couple rebuildings here at PNC Park, and I understand that at times you have to just start over with some prospects. And that's where the Padres are right now. Guys like Alonso. And their win-loss record has kind of suffered because of that. Well below the 500 mark.
Pirates, by the way, are 3 games out to start because Cincinnati earlier today beat Chicago 10-8. 3 games out of the division lead in second place. I get back to 2.5 with a win here tonight. 3-2, runner goes. Pitch is swung on, hit in the air to left field. On the run, Marte. He's got it. 1 run, 2 hits. The leadoff home run by Alexei Amarista. Blemish Pirates coming to the plate when we return. Starling Marte providing some excitement since he has been a big leaguer. He will lead off for the Pirates in the bottom of the first inning.
I've gotten to where I really look forward to his at-bats. Just what will happen. Sometimes it might be a strikeout, a swing at a bad pitch, but there are other times he really gets you to the edge of your seat.
Edinson Volquez, who leads the majors in walks with 80, delivers ball one.
The numbers, the opponent batting average is a long ways down there. Has to have it in that area to make up for all those walks. Doesn't want to give up many hits. So something has to even that out.
You know, a guy likes to walk a lot of people. You got to be patient as a hitter, you figure. Marte is just taking his third pitch, and he's got a 2-1 count on it. 281 the average for Marte. 4 home runs. He's driven in 9. And Edinson Volquez winds in the 2-1 pitch. That's low, 3-1. Now, we talked about McDonald's numbers in the first inning. How about Volquez first inning numbers? 15 runs all earned in the first inning. It was 23 starts, a 587 earned run average in the first inning. And Marte rips one past Headley at third base, and Starling Marte is aboard. An absolute rocket down to Headley.
Well, he's already looking like an awfully mature hitter, and it's not just that this at bat here where he showed a lot of patience to get his pitch against a guy that walks a lot of people, but at least once a game he has an at bat that you're like kind of raise your eyebrow and say, wow, that's pretty good for somebody in their first month in the big leagues. Like last night, that sharp base hit, was that last night or that night before? He hit up all the right field
last night.
I mean, that was it, just to stay back and drive that ball to right field the way he did.
You're talking about in the second inning, right?
The line drive to right field, yeah.
Marte can run as well. Got a couple of stolen bases. Travis Snyder. A 1-ball, 1-strike count to the right fielder. Here's a guy who is reported to have a lot of raw power. We have not seen it. He's hit everything to the right side. A number of base hits, including a double. I understand he can hit some long home runs. There goes Marte. Pitch taken for a strike. Fell down, not even close.
He's already popping up out of his slide by the time the tag was there.
Stolen base number 3. John Baker didn't have a shot to throw him out.
He even took 2 looks. A couple of peeks. One there and then another one. And still beat it.
Time running scoring position, nobody out. And Snyder will try to get him over to third or score him. 1-2, pull to the right side. Had the right idea.
He's going to pull the ball, that's for sure.
Toyota starting lineup for the Pirates. Marte at the top of the order, then Snyder. Andrew McCutchen, baseball's leading hitter at 369. Jones, Walker, Alvarez, Barajas, Parmas, and McDonald. Your Toyota starting lineup. Snyder hit 250 with the Blue Jays, but now hitting 321 with the Buccos. Edinson Volquez getting ready to deliver the 1-2 pitch. There's a ground ball up the middle. That is going to be stopped by Amarista. That saved a run. But a base hit. And runners at the corners and nobody out.
So you know he's going to pull the ball, get the runner over anyway. And he's very good at that. He went out and hooked that outside pitch, put it on the ground. But it was in a spot where he also was able to get himself a base hit. Seeing high ground ball. That ball was way outside, still able to pull it. And now the Buccos are in business. The guy everybody likes to watch hit. Andrew McCutchen stepping in with a couple ducks on the pond.
Fouled back for strike one. Team's leading RBI guy at 69, although Neil Walker started to creep up, just 4 back with 65. A 369 batting average as he continues to hit game after game after game.
And Neil has made a big push of late in that RBI count.
1 ball, 1 strike to McCutchen. He's had a little success against Edinson Volquez also. 4 for 8 with a home run. This is the 8th start for Volquez against the Pirates. He's had only 1 decision in his 7 prior starts. On 1 pitch, breaking ball, called strike, 1-2.
Cut flinched on that one a little bit.
Volquez coming off his shortest outing of the season, worked just an inning and 2/3 against the Mets on the 4th of August. And the 1-2 to McCutchen. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Volquez developed a blister on his pitching hand at some point, but really removed for ineffectiveness, and then they talked about the blister after the game. 2-2 to Kutch. Marte the runner at third base, and Travis Snyder is over at first. Nobody out, and the 2-2 pitch coming. Fills it up. Leadoff home run by Alexei Amarista to start the ball game for San Diego. They've got a 1-0 lead, and the Pirates threatening to erase that. Payoff pitch coming to McCutchen. Take a look at Snyder to see if he's going anywhere. Held on by Yonder Alonso. That's the one that'll tie it right there. Jones on deck. 3-2 pitch. McCutchen rips it right to Headley. Throw back to first, and Snyder's there. A bullet to chase Headley, but right in his glove, and there's one gone.
A good thing that Snyder was not running. He was able to scamper back, just barely get ahead of that throw.
Garrett Jones, chance to drive in the game's tying run. First and third, 1 out. Nothing in 1. Jones 273.
What you were saying earlier was that patience.
Well, you know the guy walks a ton of people. He's walked more guys than anybody else in the major league. So make him work.
Get over anxious just because that runner's down at third base.
Popped up foul and out of play. Rivers Casino tips to win.
Well, electrify the crowd early. The Padres are down on their luck this year. It's been tough for them, especially on the road. Take them out of the game, and Jones has got a couple of home runs off Volquez. One right now would be great. And no shocks from the bullpen. Bullpen a little shaky a couple of times on this homestand. Let's have a nice clean game. But electrify, charge, and no shocks. That's how you get us.
And I know you came up with that all by yourself.
How do you know that?
Because I was sitting here while you did it. I could smell the steam coming out of your ears. Go G.I. Jones. 1-2 to the Pirate first baseman. Snyder off of first, Marte off of third, and Edinson Volquez the pitch. Jones hits it to the right side, backhanded by Alonso. He comes home. Marte's out. Certainly not a play he was going to have a good chance to score on. Hit right to the first baseman, who was holding the runner on.
You still have to run on that. Anytime there's a chance for a double play, if the ball's put on the ground, you got to take off. You don't have the luxury of sitting there and thinking, well, I wonder if they can turn 2 on that or not. If it's on the ground, you got to go. Obviously, if you stayed home and they turned a double play and the inning was over and you're standing at third, you're going to feel awful silly.
That's right.
You got to take off.
2 on and 2 out for Neil Walker. Walker's been swinging a very good bat lately. Switch hitter batting from the left side against the righty Volquez. Takes down low for ball 1. Walker tied a career high Wednesday against Arizona with 5 runs batted in. Third time in his career he'd done that. The other 2 times were against the Cubs. 1-1.
McCutchen and Jones have done good things against Volquez in the past. Walker hasn't. But Walker right now, he is on an RBI tear. Maybe things will change with the next swing of the bat.
Walker awaits the 1-1. It's 1-2. Nine home runs since July 2nd. 31 RBIs, tied for first.
That's pretty awesome, those RBIs.
Finds a way to get runs in.
Those are National League numbers too. That's not tied on the team or anything. That's first in the NL. He's been ripping the cover off the ball.
And Snyder in scoring position, represents a tying run at second base. Garrett Jones behind him, not being held on at first. Ready for the 1-2. And Walker bounces it toward first, foul. That passed everyone, including the ball girl.
You won't see that very often. The ball girls miss one down there.
Well, they've got the highest fielding percentage among ball persons in baseball.
By far. They don't miss many.
They have any sabermetrics for the ball people?
I'll have to ask the Gypsies about that.
1-2 to Walker. Bottom of the first inning, a 1-0 San Diego lead. And Volquez delivers. And Walker bounces it right to Alonso. A 25-pitch inning for Edinson Volquez, and somehow he survives it. J-Mac coming out for inning number 2, trailing by a run. 1-0 top of the second inning. Pirates trailing the Padres. A solo home run to lead off the game by Alexei Amarista, the second baseman. And stepping in is Will Venable, the left fielder. It'll be Venable, then Cameron Maben and John Baker. 6, 7, and 8 in the order. Strike one delivered. Venable with a .246 average. He's got 6 home runs. Fouls it back, and he's in the hole 0-2. First look at the Padres this year. We'll get a lot of look at the Padres in a short period of time. 3 games this weekend, and then on the next road trip, the Pirates will visit San Diego for a midweek series. Been over a year since the Pirates and Padres have hooked up. It was August 7th of last year here. Also will be the Pirates' final trip to the West Coast this year. Really cut down the West Coast travel this season because of the first road trip that encompassed Los Angeles, San Francisco, and Arizona. Times in the past where the Pirates have had to go back and forth and back and forth.
Back and forth and back and forth. Not this year. They had it figured out pretty good.
2-2 pitch fouled back. There's been a scoring change. Starling Marte, who reached on an error by Chase Headley, scratched out. He now has a base hit.
I like it.
It's way better than being 0 for 1. 1 for 1 is much better. But he hit that ball so hard that Headley had no chance to play it.
Too hot to handle.
3-2 to Venable here.
Light that one up.
And a payoff pitch. Full foul.
I'm looking forward to going to San Diego. That is always a trip that I think we all look at every year. Beautiful, beautiful part of the country. Great ballpark, very underappreciated. I think nobody ever really talks about Petco. That's a
nice,
really nice ballpark.
3-2. He struck him out. Dan Potash is standing by with a very special guest, Pirates chairman Bob Nutting.
All right, Tim, thank you very much. Well, we're just inside the Federal Street exit to or entrance to PNC Park, where the Stand Up to Cancer event actually began before the game and moved its way in. And Bob, what actually started the idea to have a night like this at PNC Park?
Oh, Dan, I mean, we're really excited to be able to be a part of it. Cancer is such a terrible disease, and every family has been touched. I know I've had several very close family members been affected, some survivors. One recently passed away. So it's very personal to me, as it is to so many people watching here at the game tonight. But it's also an important initiative for Major League Baseball. Commissioner Seelig has taken this as a serious initiative throughout the league. So these types of events are going on at other ballparks, allowing people to come together, share their stories, and bring a little bit of extra awareness to a really serious issue.
Now, if I'm correct, tickets actually went for $30, but a portion of that, via the Pirates and Pirates charities, go to the Stand Up to Cancer Foundation.
Exactly, going to Stand Up to Cancer, which really is a fascinating collaboration. The concept is it's bringing together work groups of scientists across multiple disciplines in different institutions to collaborate on special teams with focus areas of individual problem cells. We've had several presentations about it at Major League owners meetings, and the level of detail that they're able to get into with multiple collaborations, lots of people from different institutions coming together. It's just been very effective. They're already starting to show real results, and anything we can do to help promote and generate a little enthusiasm for the great work they're doing.
And that promotion will continue as far as raising funds on Monday during the Root Sports / Pirates auction here at PNC Park.
Exactly. That's going to be another great event that we're collaborating with you all on. The Root Sports auction is one of our major fundraisers for Pirates charities throughout the year. We appreciate all your support on that as well. It's going to be a great night for anyone to come out to the ballpark, call in and participate in that auction.
Thanks for your time. Greatly appreciate it.
Thank you very much. Glad to be here.
All right, and if you guys would like to donate at home, you can do so at standuptocancer.org. Guys?
Thank you very much, Dan. Thank you, Bob. Cameron Maben has struck out, so 2 punch-outs in the inning for McDonald. And now John Baker, the catcher, gets behind 0-1. Well, Dr. Nancy Davidson, one of Stand Up to Cancer's premier doctors and epigenetics dream team principal, throwing out the first pitch.
Thank you, Nancy.
And a nice catch by the Parrot. Very happy that Nancy's on hand tonight.
Looked like a curveball. See the way the ball dropped just as it got to home plate?
Yeah.
Kind of pitch that will get a check swing every time.
Just like that, right there. And third base umpire Brian Knight says that's a strike. No balls, 2 strikes, 2 down. And the pitch to Baker. A little bit low. So Stand Up to Cancer, obviously. We're talking a lot about tonight. Bob and I have the Stand Up to Cancer buttons. You saw Bob Nutting, Irish chairman, with one on as well. And folks doing a lot of good work here at the ballpark, donating, and a lot of volunteers helping out too. Ground ball to Barmas. Baker is out, and a clean second inning. 1, 2, 3 go to Padres.
Sports is brought to you by Chevrolet and their award-winning cars, trucks, and crossovers. By your Toyota dealer, where quality, dependability, and good MPG all come standard. Toyota, moving forward. And by Day Automotive. We're going to make your day. Let's go, Bucks.
It's a 1-0 Padres lead going to the bottom of inning number 2. That's a pretty detailed sign, Bob. I like to look at the signs around here.
Sign shops have been really busy. There's a couple of really nice ones. Strip District that I think a lot of people visit.
Pedro Alvarez facing Edinson Volquez to start the Pirates half of the second. And he's behind on the count 0-2. Pedro's gone 1 for 13 in his last 4 games. After hitting safely in 5 of 7 games prior to that, he went 6 for 13.
One thing that became kind of a trademark, I believe, of Three River Stadium, were the signs and the banners. Certainly can see that happening here. Not
a good at bat for Pedro as he goes down looking on 3 pitches. Join Root Sports and Pirates Charities for a live auction Monday when the Bucks take on the Dodgers. Bid on great items like a 2012 Pirates spring training trip or the chance to star in your very own Root Sports commercial. You'll also be able to purchase VIP bags filled with autographed Pirates memorabilia, game tickets, and much more. Visit rootsports.com for a full list of auction items and tune in Monday at 6 for our live Pirates Charities auction on Root Sports. You and Greg will be monitoring the auction, and
could be a lot of fun. We always
usually
seem to have a lot of fun that night.
And the neat thing when Bob does it is he'll just make up stuff that no one who's prepared for the auction, nobody who's worked on the auction for months and months and months even knows about.
Adding value to
Bob just
different
thinks
things.
up things, and then everybody else has to scramble because Bob said it.
Oh, Greg and I'll be doing that again.
2-1 now to Rod Barajas.
Just little enhancements to some of the stuff. Call it that.
You never get in trouble for that either.
Nope, as long as the bids come in.
Barajas toward the middle. Amarista playing him right there. 2 men out. Earlier this week, our friends from FedEx were busy packing the VIP bags. You get a sneak peek of some of the things that are in there, but there's a lot of things in there, including some autographed baseballs.
Those bags
And
get
pictures.
enhanced with some other goodies every now and then.
That's 2-time All-Stars just went there.
Oh,
There's
looky
another
there.
look at that. Authenticated
Don't you
autographed
wish you
game
got that
jersey.
one.
Keep an eye on that bag.
Number 22. Who is that?
Oh, some guy. Pirates center fielder who's top hitter in baseball right now. Clint Barmas 0-1. But there are a lot of valuable things in those VIP bags. The spring training trip would be terrific to win. Especially if you've never done it. But even if you have done it, you want to go again because there's a lot of amenities with it. Oh, 0-2 to Clint Barmas.
Such a good time of year also to get out of the Northeast for a little while.
And Barmas bangs one to left center field. 2-out single for the Pirates shortstop.
It was an 0-2 pitch, but it wasn't a bad 0-2 pitch.
Barmas now 5 out of 14 over his last 4 games.
The location, that ball just off the plate, half an inch. Barmas went out and got it.
Pitcher James McDonald batting with 2 outs and a runner aboard. 6 out of 41 for J-Mac. One of those 6 broke up what could have been a perfect game back in April by the Giants' Matt Cain. Cain was perfect before the at-bat by McDonald in the 6th inning, who poked one to the opposite field, and he was perfect after that, as it turned out. Nothing in 2. And you don't get excited when a no-hitter or perfect game's broken up in the 6th. 7th, 8th, and 9th especially, but when you went and looked back at that scorecard, Cain was perfect before McDonald and perfect after him.
Now that was early in the year when the Pirates were really scuffling to get hits, score any kind of runs. It seemed like we were only getting 3 or 4 hits any night.
1-2 the count to McDonald. Throw to first. Just showed you A.J. Burnett. He knows what it's like to have a no-hitter broken up. Happened to him in Chicago.
We've seen it happen more than once this year. Verlander, no-hitter, got broken up by Harrison. A lot of stuff has already gone on in this Pirates season. There's a lot of good stuff going to happen. Jay Hay got Verlander. That was 9th inning. 1 out in the 9th.
1 out. And he poked it. Just reached out, poked it into center field.
Well, similar base hit that Barnes just got.
1-2. This one gets to the backstop, and down to second base goes Barnes. Wild pitch charged to Volquez.
Pretty much. The fastball, so as a catcher, you don't have any time to get down, make a move on that. They got Wally Bell right in the top of his foot then. And if you call for a breaking ball, you kind of expect it down and in, not the snap hook fastball.
That's ball 3. Parrott likes it.
Let's see where this one ended up. That's what I thought.
J-Mac got a break. Now a 3-2 pitch coming from Volquez. McDonald a chance to help his own cause. He can get a base hit here. And he walked it. First walk of the game for Volquez. Now the Pirates with 2 on and 2 out for the leadoff man, Marte. The Parrot had him fooled.
He definitely got the hex on him. You know what I thought too was a little unusual there is the pitch selection to a fellow pitcher. They're throwing off speed stuff to him. Is he afraid to challenge him with a fastball? I don't understand that at all.
Well, we'll see if Marte can come up. He's 1 for 1.
Maybe that's why Volquez has so many walks. Would rather walk you than throw you a strike. You might get a hit.
We're here for the Marte Parte.
You're not alone. Got a lot of fans here tonight that are ready for the Parte.
Side 1-1. I like the sign we saw on the road somewhere. Might have been Chicago. You got to fight for your right to Marte.
Popular.
Take off
become already.
On the Beastie Boys too.
When he hits the way he does, almost hitting 300. 4 home runs. Didn't even have 60 at bats yet.
2 on and 2 out. 1-1 pitch from Volquez. Marte to the hole. That's through. Here comes Barnes around third. He will score, and Marte has done it with a 2-out RBI single. He's tied the game at 1.
Now, I want to go back now a little bit. Just try to get into pitchers' heads and what they're thinking out there. He wouldn't throw James McDonald a fastball for a strike, but he will Marte. Figure that one out. Went right down the middle with a fastball. And he just got a ground ball. I mean, it was about a 3-hopper, but it was perfectly placed in the hole, and they got a tie game out of it.
Well, this kid's fun to watch. He is fun to watch. Now Snyder trying to add on. Takes ball 1. And McDonald, the lead runner at second base, representing the go-ahead run. Marte behind him at first. And Snyder with a base hit. He is 1 for 1 tonight. Popped him up. Shortstop Cabrera gives way to the left fielder Venable. But the Pirates do get a run on 2 hits. They'll leave 2, and Marte with an RBI single scores Barnes, tying the game at 1. Still shaking his head, not very happy with what went on out there, but the Pirates have tied the game and a run apiece as we head to the top half of the third inning. Our PNC achievement, well, last night against Charlotte, Justin Wilson, 8 innings pitched. They had some rain. How about that? No hits, no runs. Second no-hitter he's been involved with this season. So Justin Wilson, congratulations to him. He's our PNC achievement. Brought to you by PNC for the achiever in you. Nice to see guys at the AAA level not giving up many hits. Justin Wilson, a name to remember.
Yeah, September 1st is fast approaching.
McDonald pitching to Volquez. He delivers him a fastball for a strike. I think Volquez was unhappy that he didn't get called strike 3 on the breaking ball to McDonald last inning. 0-2 to Volquez. But as you said, Bob, what was the problem with just challenging J-Mac with fastballs as he's doing to Volquez here?
Right. You walk the pitcher when he was
he struck him out with a curve.
Talking. Maybe should have been talking into the mirror. Or he might have been. Maybe he was mad at himself.
Big night tomorrow night here at PNC Park. Sky Blast presented by Iron City Beer, featuring Zambelli fireworks and Styx live in concert after the Bucks host the Padres at 7:05. If you already have your tickets to the game, you deserve an upgrade. Upgrade your experience by purchasing passes to watch the show from the field. For tickets, go to pirates.com/field. How about the rotunda tonight? Jam-packed. That's when you know you have a really big crowd. And Marista, who hit the home run to lead off the ball game, has a 1-1 count.
Maybe hanging from the rotunda tomorrow night.
Well, they're going to get close to a stadium record, I think, tonight. And what does that mean for tomorrow?
That's tomorrow's supposed to be a massive crowd. Basically, it's going to be a big party after the game tomorrow.
1-2 pitch. And Marista down to third. Alvarez throws him out. 2 gone. And when you're coming to the ball game tomorrow and Sunday too, we understand large crowd expected for Sunday as well. Leave yourself extra time. Make sure you make a plan for it.
That's what I always do. I come a little early now.
Yeah, that's what I heard. Today you were here real early. You were here early enough today for 2 games. Wave and a miss by Everett Cabrera. Why, were you late yesterday? I hadn't heard.
No, I was here.
I didn't know anything about it. 0-1 pitch. That's low. 1 ball and 1 strike. Yesterday's game, a 4:05 start. By the way, this Thursday's game coming up is also 4:05 against the Dodgers. And the 1-1 pitch. A little up and in. And the Reds winning earlier today against Chicago 10-8. So Pirates looking to keep pace with them to remain 2.5 back. Pitch popped up. Alvarez will put it away. And that is 7 in a row set down by McDonald. Pirates 1, Padres 1. 1 score as we start the bottom of the 3rd inning, and Andrew McCutchen takes a strike from Edinson Volquez. Our Barrel Automotive League leaders stat, driven to be better. Chase Headley has reached in 101 games safely, and Andrew McCutchen on the list, 95 games safely he has reached base. Also David Wright of the Mets next on the list, 97 times, and Robinson Cano of the Yankees and Adam Jones of Baltimore tied at 96. 0 for 1 tonight for Kutch. Bounces it down to Headley. And he is 0 for 2 now. So Headley trying to prevent Andrew McCutchen from catching him.
They knew something down in the trailer. That's why they put that up right then. Crystal ball.
Either that or they're very lucky. Chances are they knew it. Garrett Jones 0 for 1. He's reached on a fielder's choice. Takes a nice looking pitch for a strike. Matched his home run total from a year ago. Hit a career high 21 in 2009. Did that in half a season. 2010 also at 21. But remember when Jones came up sometime in June 2009, and all of a sudden just went on a home run binge.
And they were long ones also.
1-1 from Volquez. It's low. 2-1. But Jones was a non-roster invite to spring training that year, and had really run his course with the Minnesota organization. Made the club, started in AAA, and came up here, started hitting all those home runs, and never looked back. Well, he's hit some off Edinson Volquez before, 2 of them, and this one traveled a long distance on the 23rd of September. A 458-foot smash that bounced out of PNC Park.
We've seen a few go over the right field bleachers. Not too many go over the right center field bleachers. Get down into the trees. One of the longer home runs in PNC Park history. The last that we just watched.
3-2's hammered. Deep right field. Way back and gone. Garrett Jones on cue with a home run. Number Pirates jump in front 2-1.
Put a charge in that one, did he? Making 3 for 10 off Volquez with 3 home runs.
All 3 hits in his career off of Edinson Volquez have been home runs.
And that one was right at the knees, maybe even a little below the knees. Golfed it out of here. It didn't go 450, but good enough.
Walker takes a strike.
As long as it's over the fence.
Since the 1st of June, the Pirates lead the National League with 89 home runs. 127 home runs on the season. Total. Walker pops this one foul down the third base side. Headley giving it a run to the rain tarp. It's out of his reach, so Neal will get another pitch. 0-2 the count.
Didn't get that far over the railing, but it was far enough away from everybody. It was particularly time.
Now he's fielding offers for the ball, I think.
I'm sure there's a lot of folks that
talking to
probably calling him that said, hey, I saw you catch it.
Yeah. That's his agent sitting next to him, taking care of business. Walker, foul tip into the glove of Baker for strike 3, and Neal is 0 for 2.
breaking ball that nailed out over the top of it. You haven't seen him really be fooled much on off-speed pitches during this real hot streak. He's been really right on the breaking pitches, change-ups, especially from the left side of the plate. It's a rare occasion where a breaking ball cut him off guard a little.
Alvarez would like to get into the extra base hit party here. Pedro struck out on 3 pitches and struck out looking in the second inning. As the Majestic comes under the Clemente Bridge. That always gets the crowd going when the Majestic or the Duchess blows her horn. One and one to Pedro. Still the top home run hitting third baseman in the National League with 21. 1-2 the count now. Pedro did not start last night. Harrison did at third. In the final game against Arizona. Joe Saunders, the lefty, started. Ken Hurdle factored that into the reason that he didn't start yesterday. Plus, he said that the body of the at-bats hasn't been where they've wanted them to be lately. So that had something to do with it as well. Count is now full on Alvarez.
What's that mean?
Means they haven't been happy with his batting lately.
Body of the at-bats.
Yeah, there's different ways to say things. You know. You hang around Clint long enough, you're going to hear some different ways to say things. He's got a lot of good expressions. Could fill up a quote book. Payoff pitch. And Pedro will take first base. 2-out walk. Second walk issued by Volquez.
Pedro's body moves to first.
Yes.
That's what we like it.
Rob Barajas. Looking to be productive. His average has slipped under 200. And McHenry, the backup catcher, has 3 more home runs than Rod at this point. 65 pitches, 40 strikes. There's the Fort. Fort got the catch last night. He has earned his way into more starts.
Yeah, more and more playing time.
To left field, fairly deep, but over there is Venable, and he will retire him. Pirates get a run on the home run by Garrett Jones, his 17th of the year, his 3rd hit career off Volquez. All 3 have been over the wall. 2-1 Pirates. The Cubbies today. And the Reds with that 2-run win. Here are the standings right now. Cincinnati with the win earlier picks up the half game. Pirates with a win would get the half game back and keep it at 2.5. So trying to keep pace tonight. St. Louis 5.5 back, but playing in Philadelphia tonight, tied at a run apiece in the bottom of the second. Garrett Jones, home run number 17, RBI number 53. And the Pirates with a 2-1 lead. James McDonald has retired 7 straight, facing Chase Headley. Headley fouls it off. Headley grounded out to Jones at first base in the first inning. Well, talking about the rotation, Bob, McDonald going tonight. We saw Wandy Rodriguez in yesterday's late afternoon game. Kevin Correa pitching this week and doing pretty well in a spot start. Still a lot of questions as to what will happen with the starting rotation. Will Correa stay in it? Will he make another spot start? Will he go back to the bullpen? 1-1. And Headley fouls it off. And Clint Hurdle said there will be a statement after the game tonight regarding Correa and the pitching rotation moving forward. It's Clint's policy. Probably it's the right policy. He needs to talk to the players and let them know what's going on before he tells anybody else. Headley strikes out. Barajas finds it. Throws him out. Strikeout 2-3 the put out. And there's one down in the 4th. Time for our AT&T trivia question. Who is the only player in Major League history to record their 3,000th career hit in the final team game of the season? Now you may be thinking Clemente. He did it in his final at bat of the season, but there were still 3 more games remaining that year. So he's the only player in MLB history to do it on the final team game of the season. A hint, he did it as a Padre. Carlos Quentin to center field. Back goes McCutchen to the track. McCutchen at the wall makes the catch.
Well, that one had me guessing all the way to the moment it went in his glove. A high drive, and just watching McCutchen, he's turned, and usually when an outfielder turns like that, he knows it's hit very deep. And right at the last moment, he turned back, faced the infield, and able to reach up and catch the ball.
2 men out, and quickly 3 men out. Nice catch by McCutchen off the bat of Carlos Quentin, and McDonald's retired 10 straight. 1-2-0 for the Padres. We start the bottom of the 4th inning along with Dan Potash and Bob Walk. I'm Tim Neverett. Packed house tonight at PNC Park. Barmes lays off the first pitch but takes a strike. Going to be big all weekend here in terms of the crowds, excitement. Pirates in the middle of an 11-game homestand, split with the Diamondbacks to start, 2 games apiece. Hoping to make some hay against the Padres. Padres have been a nemesis of the Pirates here at PNC Park. They've won 9 straight here. Barmes to right field, and Clint Barmes is 2 for 2. A leadoff single. Nice to see.
Last time he went out, pulled a ball that was off the plate away. This time he stayed back, really waited on what I think was a breaking ball. Yes, it was. Stayed inside the pitch, lined it into right. Let's see if he can get in the scoring position with a nice sacrifice bunt.
Ball 1. As the number 8 hitter for Barmes, getting on board to lead off an inning is crucial, you'd think. Pitcher coming up, give the pitcher a chance to move you into scoring position for a leadoff man. It's always a good formula.
Doing that pitcher a favor. Now he's probably not all that great of a hitter. Even a good hitting pitcher is not that much of a hitter. So now he's got an opportunity to do something positive by just bunting the ball.
2-0. 3-0. Now here the pitcher is giving you an out, and Volquez can't find the strike zone. 3-0 pitch. J-Mac takes it for a strike. And that's going to be frustrating for the guys playing behind him too. If he were to lose J-Mac here, a guy who's trying to sacrifice.
I'm sure they're saying, well, he's throwing a strike.
And he walked it.
I assure you, he's trying. And he just can't.
Let's go back to our AT&T Mobility Trivia question. Has to do with a former Padre. Let's see if you got it. One of my favorite players of all time. Who is the only player in big league history to record their 3,000th career hit in the final team game of the season? Well, he wore a lot of hats. He's in the Hall of Fame also, Ricky Henderson. Did it on 7th of October in 2001.
Yeah. Until this afternoon, we were going over things. I didn't realize he was a Padre.
And he was. In fact, actually played for them in the minor leagues as well.
A lot of different teams over the years. Lost track of all of them.
1 ball, no strikes to Starling Marte.
Did he go in as an open A or a Yankee, or?
I think he went in as an A.
As an open A. I would think that would be. I mean, that when the name comes up, that's what I think.
There's always a funny story because he played with John Olerud on a couple of teams, and Olerud had the see Hinshaw getting up to start warming up, the left-hander. Olerud wore the helmet when he played first base, and he went up to Olerud one day and he said, you know, I used to play with a guy who wore a helmet. And he said, yeah, I know, Ricky, that was me.
See, even Ricky lost track.
He lost track. And he would talk about whenever he'd say something, he'd say, you know, either Mama says or Ricky says. That's how he'd start his sentences. Ricky says he used to play with a guy who wore a helmet. Yeah, Ricky, that was me.
I think Ricky would like the Friday T-shirts tonight.
He would. Marte swings the throw. A lot of people are going to like him.
There they are on the left. Those aren't real gold chains.
No. Just the color.
It's the
hot dogs not included.
Giveaway shirts tonight.
2-1, nobody out, 2 on. 2-1 Pirates leading in the 4th. Edinson Volquez to Starling Marte. Shows bunt, takes a strike. Now the count even 2-2.
Clint relaying the signs out to Nick Leva. We'll then give them to the players.
Two pitch. Marte rips it wide to third. Turned on that one.
And his base hits that direction. Let's get them gold chains on. Let's go. How heavy is that one?
That's a real one. That might throw your balance off.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Could be why he's been so wild.
3-2.
There's gold now. A little 1680 an ounce, something like that. A little under 1700 an ounce.
It's a wise investment, I hear.
I was trying to think how heavy that might be and what something like that could go for. That is quite a chain.
Here comes the payoff pitch to Marte. Swings at the 3-2 and strikes out.
95 with a little sink movement on it.
Marte 2 for 3.
Take a look pitch by pitch. It fell behind, really was all over the place. Marte helped him out with that one, though. And even that ball was off the plate inside. Patience there. That's good. And that last one just enough sink to it. It snuck underneath the bat.
Travis Snyder. Snyder looking for one he can drive. It's a matter of time before he attacks the Clemente wall. Hits everything to that side of the field. Gets one up in the air with some pop. It's going to go. One ball, one strike.
It's put together pretty well. Listed, I think, 235.
Strong kid. Runners off first and second, 1 out, and the 1-1 count. In front.
Changeup. Splitter, one of the two. Same pitch, really. Just another way to take velocity off the baseball. Change speeds.
Ready for the 1-2 delivery. Snyder swings and drives it deep to right center. Way back and gone. 3-run home run. Travis Snyder. How do you like that?
You called it. What you asked for. That makes a better game of it, don't you think?
Much more fun.
Yeah, he's got plenty of pop. tell he's strong because he really doesn't use a whole lot of body in his swing. He's very quiet, a lot of arms.
First National League home run.
That Paul got out of here with plenty to spare.
He had 3 of these over in the American League with the Blue Jays.
He knew he got that one, as he should. Didn't just crawl over it. Well out there by where the parrot is.
2 balls and a strike to Andrew McCutchen. Snyder had spent part of his season in AAA in Las Vegas, hitting balls out of Cashman Field, which is also known as Cape Cashman.
Oh, launching pad.
But he hit him out to the deepest
PCL.
parts there, and called up to the majors and hit him out there in Toronto, which also many think is a launching pad. On the weekend we spent there last year, we saw balls leave there with regularity. He's got his first one at PNC Park as a National Leaguer. There's the 3-1 coming to Andrew McCutchen, 1 out. And Kutch takes ball 4. Another walk issued by Emerson Volquez. Rivers Casino tips to win. Well,
they're electrified right now. Crowd really into the ball game, and Jonesy definitely put a charge in one, and it's all set up for no shots from the bullpen. I think about to see Edison walk off, hopefully with an L tonight.
Bud Black has come out to make the change. And Alex Hinshaw, the lefty, will be the new Padre pitcher. 5-1 Pirates. The Pirates up 5-1. Parrot's little buddy raising the Jolly Roger, and he's got the Sultan Z as well. You can cheer on the Bucks when the LA Dodgers come to town this Monday through Thursday. Thursday's a special 4:05 start and a PNC check card discount game. Get up to $10 off select tickets when you use your PNC check card. For tickets, go to pirates.com. Garrett Jones.
Remember that Thursday game is going to be a 4 o'clock start.
What time, Bob?
4 o'clock.
Okay. I'll make sure I'm here on time. Alex Hinshaw making his 30th appearance for the Padres. Left-hander to face Garrett Jones, who launched one into the Pittsburgh night to give the Bucks a 2-1 lead. In this inning, after a base hit, a walk, and a home run by Snyder, and another walk issued to McCutchen. Bud Black had seen enough of Edinson Volquez, who has had 2 tough outings in a row now. Good numbers for Jones. Nothing in one. Shaw is from Newburgh, Oregon. 29-year-old. Pitches up high. Have you ever been to Newburgh, Oregon?
It's right by Rosebud, isn't it?
If you say so. You're the one with the Atlas. A 1-1 on the way. Jones swings and misses. I've been to.
I quit carrying it. I got MapQuest now.
Oh, okay. That's nice.
I don't need the Atlas anymore.
I've been to Eugene, Portland, and Corvallis. But that's it. Not Rosebud or Newburgh.
You got to get out more.
I know. Don't get out of them. 1-2 pitch to Garrett. Shaw, former San Francisco Giant, appeared in the big leagues with the Giants in 2008 and 2009. Was with their AAA club in Fresno, California, the last 2 seasons. Spent some time in Richmond also. Made the majority of his AAA starts in Richmond. 2-2. Jones fouls it off, and Baker can't hang on. In case you joined us late, Garrett crushes this one.
Definitely went down and got it. Knee high. Golf shot. He seems to always find a way to get over that 20 home run mark. Almost there now.
A base hit. Fought that one off, and McCutchen going first to third in a hurry. Pirates looking to add on in the 4th. 2 on, 1 out for Walker, who will walk to the plate.
A breaking ball just kind of hung there. Look at McCutchen easily getting to third base. Do nothing about it.
Jones is now 8 out of 40 against left-handed pitching. Started to pick it up in that category. 23 multi-hit games on the season for Garrett. Pitch to Walker, almost got away.
Packer's eyes got big on that one, didn't he? You see his face after he caught that ball. Almost had to dive for it.
One 1-0 pitch. And Walker takes a strike. You saw McCutchen flying from first to third. And last year, the Pirates had runners go from first to third 66 times during the entire season. That jaunt from first to third on the hit by Jones was the 56th time the Pirates have done it this season. 10 off last year's pace, and they should fly by that in a hurry. But I don't think you can discount the importance of guys going first to third on base hits.
No, you can't.
One thing Clint Hurdle has been preaching since he took over as manager, taking the extra base, being aggressive on the bases. And the Pirates have done it.
This situation here where there's 1 out, that's when it really is important to try and get yourself over to third base.
Alex Henshaw having a problem finding the strike zone, and he's behind Walker 3-1.
There, the Duchess has got the Jolly Roger going.
They've got bucko fever around here.
Yes, they do. Look at that.
Everywhere you go, I mean, I know you're seeing it too, but when you drive around town, you see signs on businesses and flags hanging everywhere. A great feeling. Walker, comebacker, and McCutcheon knows he should have scored in the play. As he started, stopped, made a gesture, and then stood on the baseline. Walker called out.
We talked about this play before. That ground ball back to the mound. You got to be running. You know, you're not reading it or anything. You got to break when the ball is hit. Break when the ball is hit. It's just a one hopper back to the mound. He's going to turn, throw to second, back to first. Going to be a double play. But if you break, maybe he'll come after you instead.
2 outs and a chance for Alvarez.
And obviously, in that scenario, if you did break and he muffed the ball, you ended up scoring when he had to settle for 1 out over at first. Ball put on the ground, you got to go. You can't let the opposition get a double play and leave you standing at third for what would be in this case end of the inning.
Turnovers. Pedro lays off the breaking ball. He goes 0 for 1. He walked in the third, struck out looking in the second inning. He was one of Volquez's 3 strikeout victims. Pedro was 18 out of 94 against lefties, 191 average. Two and 1. Alvarez has been kind of streaky. When he's good, he's very, very good. When he's off a little bit, he slumps into a bit of a valley, and he gets out of it. Three and 1. Travis Snyder, a 3-run home run, his first in a Pirate uniform. He mashed it to right center. He has 5 RBIs now. Pedro thought that one might have been ball 4, but the count will go full 3 and 2.
That one ended up. It barely came in for a strike.
Good pitch by Hinshaw. Wally Bell calling the balls and strikes tonight, the veteran umpire.
Seen a lot of Wally in spring training, don't we?
Yes, we do.
Like he does every one of our games.
3-2. Pedro's got himself a hit. 2 runs will score. McCutcheon is in. Here comes Jones behind him. A 2-out, 2-run single for Alvarez. It's 7-1.
That should just about do it, I would think. Another breaking ball. This one right down the middle, and Pedro smoked that one.
Alvarez is doing that. He is an impact player.
Been cold for a while. Maybe he's heating up. We know when he does heat up, he can carry the team on his back for a couple of weeks. He starts mashing the baseball.
Pirates have a 5 spot on the board here in the bottom of the 4th. Jones 2 for 2 with a home run and a base hit. He scored twice. 2 for 3 rather. Here comes the 0-1. And Barajas hits it high in the air to slight left center field. Cameron Maben is there, but 5 runs in. Couple of big swings, but none bigger in the inning than this one from newcomer Travis Snyder. It's his first National League home run. More great shots from the AGH camp here tonight. Happy Pirates fans, up 7-1. We go to the top of the 5th inning. Packed house tonight. Travis Snyder with his 3-run home run, the second home run the Pirates hit tonight, and it's the 800th home run at PNC Park by the Pirates.
Really?
Yes, sir.
Sweet.
Will Venable takes a strike.
Well, this is just like you'd want it to happen. In Major League Baseball, you can take nobody for granted. Don't take anything for granted. But when you're playing a team that's been scuffling, having a down year like the Padres are having, and you're in a pennant race, you got to take advantage of it and beat them as many times as you can, especially when they're on the road. They're looking at this series, I'm thinking in 2 out of 3, that's got to be a minimum. It's a great start tonight, up 7-1.
One and two to Venable. Fouls that one down that side. Perfect play that time by the ball.
Remember the first inning we were talking about how a solo home run sometimes end up being meaningless by the end of the game, looking back on it. And that's kind of what's going to happen here. J-Mac has only given up that one run on the solo shot to open the ball game, and only one other hit to this point.
One-two pitch. Back again. Alexei Amoris to the second baseman. Started the game off with a home run over the Clemente wall.
Second pitch of the game.
And you're thinking, oh no. But McDonald has settled down. He retired 10 in a row, working on number 11 here with Venable. 2-2. And the fact that McDonald had settled down and retired a number in a row, and the Pirates bats woke up, chased the starter Edinson Volquez from the game. This one up in the air to the left side. Pedro's got it. There's one gone for the Padres in the 5th. And you can follow the Pirates with the MLB.com @BAT12 app for your iPhone, iPad, Android, BlackBerry, and Windows Mobile. Get live audio, pitch tracking, video highlights, and more. Text at BAT to 31826 or visit Pirates.com for details. Cameron Maben batting with one out. Takes low ball one.
Important inning here for J Mac. The fifth inning is always the hump inning for any starting pitcher. You have to go 5, obviously, to get credit for a win.
Right by him at 92.
Also, we've just scored 5 runs. Gave them that big lead where it's very comfortable. It's almost mandatory to go out there and really show the rest of the team now, okay, I'm going to just hammer that strike zone and try to have a real nice, quick, efficient inning and keep that momentum they got you going in your direction. That's job 1 for J Mac this inning, the 5th.
2-2 to Maben. Maben, a center fielder, struck out first time up. Two ball, 2-strike pitch. That's inside. 3-2. Pitch. Maben looks at it. Low ball 4. And ends a string of 11 straight set down by James McDonald. Didn't miss by too much, but just enough.
Just fell out of the zone a little bit. Looked like it had a little down movement on it. If it would have stayed up, would have been right there. 3rd, 4th, 5th. Keeping the pitch count down.
John Baker, the catcher, takes a strike. Very nice to see Baker hit a ground ball to Walker or Barnes.
That would be outstanding, especially if it happens in the next pitch or two.
Even Alvarez.
Quick double play, get back in the dugout.
Maben at first just gets back.
Maben looking to move up a couple of steps. Barajas saw him. Almost. Took a couple of steps. He'd take 3. It had him.
McDonald throws to first. Maben back. Maben can run some. He has 20 steals. He's been caught 4 times. Just inside and low. Baker in the recently completed series against Chicago went 1 for 7. Making his 39th start of the season for San Diego. Pops it back and out of play, and the count even. 2 balls, 2 strikes. 2-2 to Baker. Pirates a 7-1 lead. 7 runs on 9 hits, 2 home runs. Jones a solo shot, and Travis Snyder a 3-run home. What a view. Back of the rotunda. There's a base hit to right. And Baker with the first hit since Quentin had a single in the first inning. Now 2 men are on with 1 out.
For a ground ball to that side, but middle line drive.
Ray Surge will come out and have a word with McDonald now as he allowed 2 base runners after getting the first out.
First time he's had anybody had to throw out of the stretch for a while, so he wants to go out there. perhaps just give him a little bit of a breather. Go over the scouting report. Guzman.
Wind's blowing out. Raise the colors on the rotunda.
We're pretty lucky with the weather this homestand. A lot of thunderstorms in the area, but none around us.
Did you knock on wood just then when you said that? Jesus Guzman pinch hitter.
Yes, I did.
You know, it was a good thing yesterday was a 4:05 game.
Yeah.
With the weather we had, that would have interrupted our game if it was a 7:05 game.
Ooh, cross up. That was a very nice reaction by Barajas. He moved out on his knees to block a breaking ball. Watch him move outside. He thinks it's going to be a breaking ball, and then he has to reach back in and get to the fastball. Good adjustment. Most times the fastball is just going to go right on through and take the umpire.
Guzman to right center deep. Going back, McCutcheon. Not going to get this one. Padres are going to get 2 runs out of this. Jesus Guzman, a pinch hit double, scores both Maben and Baker. It's now 7-3. McCutcheon went hard in the ketchup bottle.
He really did hit the ketchup bottle with a lot of force. Good thing all the walls around Major League Baseball, except for one place, are padded. Hit it pretty good. Maben, with all of his speed, he's able to score easily once that ball hit the wall.
Baker right there behind him. Now Alexei Amarista at the plate with 1 out and 1 on. 2 runs in for San Diego.
Padres make a little statement that they're not going to just go away tonight. After that big bottom in the 4th inning, they've come back, got up off the floor.
Bud Black's been on the wrong side of a number of games this year. Former pitcher, lefty.
Kansas City Royal.
Yeah, for Bud, it's been a perfect fit for him there in San Diego. San Diego guy, he pitched in college at San Diego State. And he and Clint Hurdle were teammates with the Royals. They know each other quite well. Marista takes high.
A lot of changes going on as they try and rebuild the roster. Looks like they may be going through a sale here soon.
2-1 pitch. Miss. 3-1. Looks like the O'Malley family is going to get back into baseball as part of that ownership group, and also San Diego native and PGA standout Phil Mickelson is involved in the group. To the right side, and Walker won't get it. This may mean another run. Snyder. Throw to the cutoff man, and it will mean another run. It's now 7-4 as the Padres trying to climb their way back into this one. And the bats are getting to the pitches of James McDonald. 3 runs in this inning.
See where this pitch was. Not a bad pitch. Down out of the strike zone, but put into the hole. Now this is where J-Mac has to keep things together as far as the body language and working fast, and all of that has to keep happening. It's easy to do when things are just flowing along, nice, no problems, not giving up any hits. But it's when you give up 3 or 4 hits in a row that's the challenge, to keep that same attitude out on the mound. Stay focused.
When you do that, Bob, do you start questioning yourself, saying, I think I'm making my pitches, but what do I need to do to get a guy out here?
I think with every pitcher it's a little different.
Another hit.
With me, my problem was always showing a little anger out on the mound. I would get upset. I mean, I'm talking about all this stuff about staying even keeled and all that stuff, but I certainly wasn't. I mean, that was one of my tough things to get over. Was I would show some emotion out there, and I knew it wasn't the right thing to do, but I mean, sometimes you just can't hide it. And James has been doing such a great job this year of not showing when things are going poorly. At least he certainly did that first half of the season.
Well, now here's a situation. You get 1 out in the 5th. McDonald is not yet the pitcher of record. You got Chase Hadley, the Padres' perhaps best hitter, at the plate. He represents the tying run. Weishaupt warming up, and as a manager, how much leash do you have here?
This is the hump inning, and how much leash you give him depends on a number of variables. How rested is your bullpen? Who's your starter? What's he been doing for you all year? Where is he at? Could be pitch counts. Looking down the road, who's pitching tomorrow? Who pitched yesterday? How many innings did you have to cover with the bullpen the day before? How many do you expect to have to cover tomorrow? All kinds of things that Clint has to think about before he picks up that bullpen phone. Where are you in the lineup? Where are you in the game?
Strike 1 to Headley.
I mean, when I was talking about your pitcher and what's he been doing this year and where is he at? Well, some guys haven't been pitching well. Maybe you're not going to give them much of a leash. Somebody that's been real good for you, you're going to let him maybe try and get that 5th inning finish. Try and give him a win.
Saw Barajas go out and talk to McDonald. What type of impact can a guy who's been around forever like Barajas have on McDonald in a game like this, in a game situation like this?
That's why you want an experienced backstop. He's your pitching coach on the field.
And this ball game is tied. Chase Hadley, a 3-run home run. The Pirates had a 7-1 lead. It's now 7-7.
Wow.
16th home run for Hadley and a huge one for San Diego.
Bolt from the blue right there. Didn't see this coming.
And Clint's coming out to get J-Mac. That's all for James McDonald, who was sailing along for a little while. But he's given up 2 home runs, and this one a finisher for J-Mac, and this game is back to square one. So it seemed like a promising outing for a good part of it so far. 6 runs put up by San Diego, and a brand new ball game at PNC Park. San Diego has scored 6 here in the top of the 5th with just 1 out. And the Pirates have lost a 7-1 lead. James McDonald out of the ball game. Chris Resop is in. Tonight's AGH Sports Medicine injury update. Juan Cruz last night. He made his second rehab appearance. Won an inning without allowing a base runner in Altoona while recording a strikeout. He's been on the DL since July 21st with right shoulder inflammation. Injury update brought to you by our friends at Allegheny General Hospital Sports Medicine. Here is Resop. Boy, oh boy, just the strange thing about this inning, though, Bob, is that he faced Will Venable to start the inning, got him out, got him to pop out, and was on his way. That was the 11th man in a row he had shut down. Then he walked Cameron Maybin. Quentin fouls it back. And then consecutive hits by Baker, the pinch hitter Guzman, Amarista, Cabrera, and Headley. And Headley with a 3-run home run has tied it. This game will belong to the bullpen. Neither starter will get a decision here. Volquez went 3 1/3 and left trailing. Now he is off the hook.
Now the subjects that we seem to talk a lot about every 5th day, or actually every 6th day, this last time is J-Mac going to get back on track? You know, is he close? Do you see progress? Is he going to get back where he is? And well, that's not going to stop. Certainly after tonight, there'll be a lot of questions.
0-2 pitch to Carlos Quentin from Resop.
And it's going to be a lot like what we were saying going into this game, that you saw some good things, put together a little string, last timeouts, a little inconsistent with the control, and that's where we're at tonight. What was it, 11 in a row? Looked like he was just cruising, got the big lead, and then poof, gone. So who knows? What was it? Cabrera got the single to right field before the home run, correct?
Correct.
And that was on a pitch that was out of the strike zone down. Good pitcher's pitch. But then the Headley home run was a fastball, belt high, middle of the plate. So it's not like you can say, well, he was just, missing his spots, because he made some good pitches but gave up hits. But then it wasn't like they were always hitting good pitches. You see the fastball that swung on and missed for strike 3. Because you can talk about the Headley home run and say, well, that certainly wasn't a good pitch. So it's just a mix of good and bad. And that's why it's really hard right now to figure out with James what exactly is going on. You see the good.
AJ Burnett, I'm sure we'll have a conversation with him at some point.
He's worked especially early in the year with J-Mac on his approach to the games and demeanor out on the mound, things like that.
Yonder Alonso to left field, and Marte will make the catch. 9 men come to the plate, 6 of them score. Chase Headley, a 3-run bomb, ties it.
Pirates Baseball on Root Sports is brought to you by Barrel Automotive. We're driven to be better. By PNC Bank for the achiever in you. And by Chevy Cruze, which offers EPA estimated 42 mpg highway. Let's go Bucks!
Well, if you stepped away for a while and just came back, you might be saying, what happened? Well, it's 7-7 into the bottom of the 5th inning here at PNC Park. Yep, she's answering a text while eating ice cream saying, yep, Headley had a 3-run home. Here's Brad Brock, third pitcher used by Bud Black tonight. One ball and no strikes to Clint Barmas for his 3rd hit. He's 2 for 2 tonight.
Got to get back to work. Can't do anything about the top of the 5th now. Just it's over with. It's like you're in a game with no score. Got to do all the right things. Push another couple runs over. It'll be bullpen versus bullpen tonight.
This is game 1 of a 3-game weekend series, and as we get later and later in the summer, today being the 10th of August, we see crowds like this because the games are much more important. Pirates 15 games over 500, 3 games in back of the Reds for the division. And you've been through it before a few times, Bob, when you get to a certain point in the season, making that postseason push in the clubhouse and the dugout, how much more intensified are things? How much more important is every single pitch, every single swing?
Oh, it's amazing the way you're like looking at the scoreboard constantly, looking at the other teams, and emotions can change, swinging around back and forth. It's crazy, but it's why you play. To feel that adrenaline rush when you're doing well in a pennant race.
Barmas up in the air to center field. Cameron Maben settling underneath it. 1 out.
Two times, the time with Philadelphia and the time with Atlanta, it came down to the second to the last day and the last day. I mean, it was nail biting the whole time, and it's like you're already in the playoffs. Like the last 2 weeks of the season is the start of the playoffs. Every game takes that kind of importance.
Chris Resop with his 4th career plate appearance and his 3rd one this season. He won last year.
Well, that's the spot in that bullpen you will get some plate appearances if you're coming into the middle part of the ball game. In the old days, they would call that a long man, and you would get the hit every now and then. That was happened more often back then because normally there was only 5 guys in that bullpen.
Brock might have got a call there. We want you to be part of tonight's Pirates post-game show. Text your comments on the Pirates to 412-412, and then tune into the post-game show as we return to root for the Buccos. And the post-game. Marte, Starling Marte, 2 for 3. Drew in a run tonight. Couldn't pull the trigger. It's 1-1. A little cooler tonight. And later in the summer, starting to feel a change. This only means Indian summer's on the way.
Yep. These will be turning soon.
Couple of hot. Rockets. Cabrera chasing after it, and Marte is aboard for the third time tonight. An error on the shortstop, Cabrera.
They can't catch anything he hits. You see how quickly Cabrera got to that ball after that, and he doesn't take any time to look. He just picks up, fires it immediately. He can't assume. Actually, he does. You have to assume that Marte has not stopped. If you take time to look before you throw, and he is running, you might not get him. After the error, that was good hustle, good thinking.
Travis Snyder, can he do it again? He's got a couple of hits, a 3-run home run, and a single back in the first. Throw to first. Marte is back. Pitch outside. Ball and no strikes. Go to first again, and Marte gets back. Marte can run the bases. He's also able to drive in runs. He's got 10 runs batted in. The last 5 Pirates to get 10 or more RBIs in their first 15 career games. Marte. Right before him, McCutcheon. Cabrera throws him out. Took one away up the middle. So we'll go to the 6th. All even at 7. And Potash and Bob Walk, I'm Tim Neverett. 7-7. A 5-run fourth for the Pirates, countered by a 6-run fifth. And they're all looking for more runs from the Buccos tonight. They're in the first game of this 3-game weekend set with San Diego. First meeting with the Padres this season. Will Venable, the left fielder, will start things off against Chris Resaw. James McDonald went 4 1/3. Gave up 7 earned runs on 7 hits. Edinson Volquez went 3 1/3. Gave up 5 earned runs on 7 hits. Now that's a hat. That's a nice hat. You have a hat like that at home, Bob?
No, not quite. My grandfather had one like that.
What was he doing?
Used to wear it when I was, actually, it was a little different than that. It was, I don't know how. It was black with all the frills and stuff around it.
You got a hat like that at home?
No, I don't have one of those. I remember that other one though, because obviously as little kids we used to like put it on and acting like we were a Commodore of the fleet.
2-1. 2 balls, 2 strikes as Venable fouls that one into the glove of Barajas. Aesop came in to settle things down after McDonald gave up the 3-run home run to Headley in the 5th. He struck out Quentin and got Alonso to fly out to left. Venable, the son of Max Venable. And on the 10th of June at Milwaukee, Will passed his father's career hit mark of 337.
I think that would have been a proud moment for both of them. More so for Max.
And Aesop delivering the 2-2 pitch. In the air to left center on the run, Marte. He's got it. Let's go check in with our man Dan Potash.
All right, Tim, thank you very much. You know, this once again is Stand Up to Cancer Night, and that certainly hits home for reliever Tony Watson, who lost his mother to melanoma cancer in 2005. She fought very hard for almost 3 years, and that fight continues today with Tony and his family. His sister Ashley has been involved in the fight against cancer back in their hometown of Des Moines, Iowa. And he told me before the game that the family, which was already close before, has grown even closer since his mother passed.
Yeah, he certainly is not the only member of the Pirates affected. In fact, one of the members of the coaching staff infected as well. The Stand Up to Cancer caps being worn by many tonight, taking part in the Stand Up to Cancer ticket package promotion, where a third of the cost ends up going to Stand Up for Cancer. But Jeff Bannister, the bench coach, has battled bone cancer and an infection of the bone marrow throughout his professional career. Strike to Maben. And in 1991-92, he was the first recipient of the Gilda Radner Courage Award. He has 7 operations on his ankle and leg, and back in 1980. Pretty tough guy right there.
Yes, he is. He had to deal with a lot of problems. He had an operation on his spine also, I believe. He was younger.
Maben, ground ball to Farmas at short. And he's got Maben. And the Padres certainly were affected. Darryl Ackerfeld, who was a very good pitcher in his day, passed away about 6 weeks ago from pancreatic cancer. He had been a member of the coaching staff here with the Padres and had been a pitcher for quite a while. I remember visiting with Dave Hollins, who was a scout here, and scout comes here once in a while, and I asked him if he remembered getting in a little scuffle with Darryl Ackerfeld in AAA. He said, oh yeah, and he knew all the details.
Players don't forget that kind of stuff.
No, it was Pawtucket and Scranton Wilkes-Barre. But the Padres keep his memory going, hanging the jersey in the bullpen. One and one to John Baker. 2 men out, bases empty. Padres half of the 6th inning. Padres 6 runs scored in the 5th, ties a season high. It's the 5th time they've had 6 runs in an inning. First time since the 31st of July at Cincinnati. And it's the third time this year the Padres have scored 6 runs in an inning after having surrendered 5 runs in a previous inning in the same game. So they've been down this road before. Chase Headley got this game knotted at 7 runs apiece with a 3-run shot. Dale Thayer ready in the bullpen. 1-2 pitch. Got him. Chris Risa has come out of the bullpen and retired 5 straight. 7-7 heading to the bottom of the 6th. Sixth inning. You see the Buccos on the diamond now get an exclusive behind-the-scenes look at them off the field on an all-new Inside Pirates Baseball. See on Buck Money Moments, Pirate Tales, AGH Plays of the Week, and much more. Inside Pirates Baseball tomorrow at 6 on Root Sports. McCutchen leading off, and time for them to get things going and get the lead back for Pittsburgh. They had a 7-1 lead at one point in this game, and it quickly evaporated in the 5th.
Andrews' batting average is all the way down to 367. Didn't get a hit.
That's what happens when you're 0 for 2. He walked and scored. This one was fouled off. Brad Brock out there on the mound for San Diego. His parents, his dad Lorenzo, his mom Patrina. Patrina sang the national anthem here 2 nights ago. And Andrew goes down on strikes. A fastball past him. June and July, good luck getting a fastball past McCutchen, but here in August, he's had some swings and misses at that pitch.
He chased it a little bit upstairs. He wants him to get it down a little bit, but still, most of the time he would get a piece of it, foul it straight back, something like that. So the Pirates have got 7 runs on 9 hits. Like they haven't done anything tonight. Garrett. That long home run they were showing is his 3rd one and 10 at bats off Edison.
2 balls, no strikes. Jones swinging a miss.
Looked like it was very hittable pitch down the middle, not over the plate.
Brad Brock Drafted in the 42nd round in 2008 out of Monmouth College. Out of Freehold, New Jersey. 25 years of age.
What's their nickname? You know I was going to ask you that. Yeah,
I'm going to think about it. I'm not going to let you stump me. I'm going to think about it for a second.
Consider yourself stumped.
Yeah, but you have to know the answer. Do you know the answer? You can't ask a question like that without knowing the answer.
What makes you think I don't know the answer?
I don't think you do.
All right, I'll tell you what. I'll give you the answer in 2 minutes if you can't think.
As soon as somebody gives it to you in your ear, without me hearing it, I know what your plan is. Neil Walker's 0 for 3 tonight. And Walker bangs this one well to center field. Maben on the run. And he'll catch up to it in front of the bullpen. Cameron Maben got to that baseball in a hurry, and Neil is now 0 for 4.
Great jump on that ball by Maben to get back there. Actually, it was in time to slow down. I mean, the easy catch of it.
Neil a little disappointed. He's hit the ball well a couple of times tonight. Doesn't have anything to show for it.
Nice catch by Maben. Keeps the Fighting Scott, ex-Fighting Scott, out of trouble.
I was going to ask our folks to email the broadcast or tweet it on Game Connect. I'm going to check it out there. RootSports.com. On the Fighting Scott. Brad Brock delivers home. So Bob gets the goal. Who are the assists credited to?
I don't know what you're talking about. Do it all along. I just was waiting to
see. They were telling
see if you could think of it.
They were telling me names, but they were giving me the wrong names, hoping I would say it.
They wouldn't do that. That's one of your specialties, though.
Not Monmouth. Not Monmouth, apparently.
You are tough to stump.
I'm better in March. Around March, a little better. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Pedro with a 2-run single in the 4th inning. Count is full 3-2, so Garrett Jones will run with a pitch. Garrett's been on base all 4 times. Fielder's choice, home run, base hit, and a walk. Barajas on deck.
Hit this one a long way, Pedro.
3-2. And that's up the middle again, and Jones will take third. Alvarez with a pair of hits, and both of them coming on 3-2 counts.
Right up the same direction. Last one had a little harder than that. Back through the middle. Good side of the mound for him to go. If it goes through the other side, he always has the shortstop cheating up the middle. He's going to make that play easy. But second baseman is always cheating the other way. That's where he wants to hit those ground balls.
Well, this crowd is big and it is loud. Jones at third, Alvarez at first, Barajas at the plate, 2 men out. Rod's 0 for 3. One time right now, Rod.
Just a single will do. A gap shot would be nice. Right into the 410 notch.
No balls and 2 strikes now to Barajas.
A little too aggressive with that swing. Got up in front. Something slow. Telling himself right there with a body language where he moves his upper body back. He's telling himself, stay back, not too quick.
Barajas, base hit. Pirates lead 8-7. And then all the way to third is Alvarez.
Stay back, not too quick. That's exactly what he did. Just looking for a single. All he's got to do is just poke the ball somewhere. And not a situation where he needs to think of driving a ball real deep over a fence for extra bases, anything like that. Just get the ball put out there somewhere. Knock home that go-ahead run.
Jonesy with the fist pump. He knew he was in.
Pedro made a nice turn at second base. Pitched over real wide. Was able to really cut it off nicely. Almost ran a straight line from second to third.
Second time this inning, Pirates have had base runners go first to third. Jones did it. And the Alvarez base hit. And now Clint Barnes, who is 2 for 3, a chance to add on here. Nothing in 2. To deliver it, and a foul tip for strike 3. He went up after the elevated pitch, but the Pirates do get a run on 2 hits and retake the lead as Barajas drives in Jones for the 8th run of the game. For the Altoona curve, went 5 1/3, 3 hits, no runs. He struck out 6, walked 3, and threw 90 pitches. So Garrett Cole, last year's #1 pick. Pretty good outing tonight.
Not bad at all. No runs, that's always nice. And throw up the zeros.
Rod Barajas with a big hit.
Who are you going to call?
Rod Barajas.
Back with the lead. So it was going to be a battle of the bullpens. Buckle Pen up 1.
Pinch hitter is Chris Denorfia. Denorfia 250, 5 out of 20 as a pinch hitter. Facing Chris Resop in the 7th. Denorfia on the year is a 283 hitter. He does have 3 homers. And he has driven in 20 runs for San Diego. Bounce it a short, charging his Barnes. Leaping throw, he got it. And down. Fans, you can take advantage of the Pepsi Max Pack. It's available every Friday and Sunday Pirates home game this season. Get a hot dog, pretzel, Pepsi product, and an outfield box seat, all for only $24. For tickets, go to pirates.com/Pepsi Max. Clint Hurdle's going to come out and get Resop. And a double switch will take place here. Barnes comes out. Jordy Mercer will come in, and Mercer will go into the 9 spot and lead off in the bottom of the 7th inning. And a new Pirate pitcher will be left-hander Tony Watson. Resop does a terrific job in relief, retiring 6 in a row. Punch outs. Base 6 guys got them all out. Backing up James McDonald.
Well, yeah. Came in, did a great job showing the breaking ball in. Nice velocity on that fastball tonight. Not getting his job done easily. Jordy Mercer at shortstop, and Tony Watson to the mound.
Watson goes into the 8th spot in the batting order. Not that we'll see him hit. Top of the order, Alexei Amarista. Batting with 1 out. And he goes the other way. Mercer tested immediately. Guns it to first. He's out. And Amarista's furious at first base umpire Mike Winters.
Certainly a close bang play. I'm sure we'll take a look at a replay, but live, I'm glad I didn't have to make the call. Wow, was that close? I'm still not sure. Oh, he was out. AGH cam always has it, doesn't it? Just that's always the look.
Better than the naked eye.
That's the only way to tell. How about that? That's a great call. from the normal replay. Could you tell? Or?
No, I couldn't tell from the normal.
It was awfully close.
Gives you an idea how, and they get it right pretty often down there at first base. It's a credit to the umpire.
It's Mike Winters at first tonight.
Everett Cabrera, the switch hitter, turns around to bat right-handed. 1-1 the count.
I can never understand how their eyes could be at two places at once, because you're having to look to see when it hits the glove, the ball, and then you're also looking down at the base.
They listen too. They'll listen for the pop of the glove and the foot on the base. They have to use as many senses as they can, because you're right, you can't see two things exactly at the same time.
The sound, though, that takes a while to travel. So that
from what, 12 feet?
Yeah, I mean that might not work. Maybe how about put his hand on the player's shoulder, the first baseman's shoulder. You could feel when the ball hits his glove.
And he'd be a little too close. Now, what travels faster, light or touch?
I would say the vibrations going through your arm probably are slower than the speed of light. That would be my guess.
It's definitely slower than light is faster than the speed of sound. And Watson walks Cabrera with 2 outs, and the tying run is aboard. Table our science discussion.
Move on now.
Because this guy had the big swing in the ball game.
Enemy number 1 right now, isn't he? Big home run. 5th inning.
Chase Headley facing Tony Watson. In the air to left and deep. Circling after it is Marte, and this one's gone. And Headley has done it again for the Padres. He gives them a 9-8 lead. Are you kidding?
He's pulling a Kubo on us.
Looked like the wind just took it. The way that Marte went after that ball and get into that short corner and left.
That's what I was kind of worried about off the bat. It's going to be moving, hooking a little bit toward that foul line, and we know how shallow it gets right down the line. Deep left field, unless you put it right down where the foul pole is, and that's what he was able to do. Marte was there. If he could have jumped up and reached it, he might have had a shot at it.
Well, this was the first time the Pirates have trailed since the 2nd inning.
Headley watching it. He knows it's got a chance if it tucks in by that foul pole.
One to Quentin. And how much did that 2-out walk to Everett Cabrera hurt?
2 runs worth.
Chris Resott was looking good there for a decision, but not anymore. Ball and 2 strikes to Carlos Quentin. 3rd career multi-home run game for Headley. A 2-homer game on the 28th of May at Wrigley Field against the Cubs. Garrett Jones after it. He got a little closer to it than I thought he would have. Just never quit on it.
The wind messed with that ball a little bit. That ball should have been slicing into the stands.
Yeah, you think so.
was more undercut.
Well, right-handed hitter off a lefty. Sometimes it's going to do that.
When the ball's popped up, you get that spin that always brings the foul ball back to the playing surface, back to fair territory. It's why the catchers always turn around. But I thought that ball was far enough down the line it wouldn't have that action. Something brought it back away from the crowd. The foul ball is hit behind home plate. You always see those catchers that put their back to the infield, even if it's right on top of the plate. Because the ball will always, the spin of the baseball when it's popped straight up will always bring it out toward the field of play.
The Pirates had a 7-1 lead in this ball game. Now trail at 9-8 in the 7th. Bullpen quiet for now.
A lot of seeds consumed down there tonight, it looks like. How many seeds a baseball team goes through a normal night?
You want to count them?
Keeps the sunflower farmers busy.
Clint Hurdle's going to bring the bullpen phone. Euclides Rojas answering it on the other end.
Could be pumpkin seeds there, though.
Chad Qualls getting up.
Those are the two main seeds, by the pumpkin seeds and sunflower seeds.
Is that it?
Yeah.
Different flavors of sunflower seeds. A lot more flavors now than there used to be. There's Ricky. He's got. Is he selling? What's he selling?
Peanuts.
Peanuts.
79 thing going.
He's got the complimentary tray right there. Yeah, he went. And that's strike 3. And Clinton wants a word with Wally Bell. Chase Headley with a 2-run home run gives the Padres a 9-8 lead. It is stretch time, middle of the 7th. San Diego with a 9-8 lead, and this full house is going to enjoy Take Me Out to the Ball Game.
In the money stack, PNC getting packed, leave no doubt about it. At the Bucks are us. Back on the scene, crispy and clean. Little fans of other clubs trying to claim a new team. I know you see us raising hell around the league. They should probably rename us devils, just like Wiz Khalifa. Got the nation rocking black and yellow. Natural imagination, this is real. Can you feel it? We no longer still sitting down and call it.
Chase Headley, for the first time in his career, has hit home runs from each side of the plate. Third career multi-home run game. All 3 coming this season. He has 5 runs batted in. And the Padres with a 9-8 lead. Dale Thayer takes over on the hill for Bud Black's Padres. He'll face Jordy Mercer. Again, the Bucks trying to battle back.
Thayer has that reliever look about him, doesn't he?
He does. I guess they don't allow razors in the bullpen.
If you just showed me a picture of him, said what position does he play? He's a bullpen guy.
Mercer grounds out to start the bottom of the 7th. Get an exclusive look at your Pirates and our Root Sports broadcast on our 4th all-access night of the season. Go behind the scenes of the Bucks, PNC Park, our TV production truck, and much more. All-access night when the Pirates take on the Dodgers Wednesday at 6:30 on Root Sports.
Who wrote that, by the way? It's a production trailer, not a production truck.
Somebody who doesn't think it's a trailer.
I've been there. It's a trailer. And now the truck tows it here and then goes away, but it's a trailer. I've seen it.
I don't know who wrote it. You just call us, Greg and I, promo readers. We just read them.
Yeah. I'll write them. You read them. They don't even let me read them. I'm further down the totem pole than you guys.
1-2 to Starling Marte. Pirates looking for the tying run.
I get to read maybe 2 a year when you guys off getting coffee or something.
Oh yeah, that happens a lot.
They get real nervous about that, like I'm going to mess it up.
Well, don't want to take any chances. It's understandable. Trib Total Media Hall of Fame Club. Pretty full tonight.
It's looking out the window.
Marte up in the air to right center field, and Dave Maben at the track will haul it in.
Boy, that would have had this place going wild if that one had another 20 feet or so on it. This quickly becoming a crowd favorite here. They've only seen him really in person for 4 games. Right about the middle of the track. There's a little more juice.
Travis Snyder hit a 3-run homer in the 4th inning. Watch Thayer's reaction.
Thayer's, is that going to go out? Oh, catch it. Oh.
1-1 to Snyder. One and two. His 4th inning homer, certainly worth another look off Edinson Volquez. Drilled to deep right center field.
That got out on the Riverwalk.
And that was
pretty
the
good poke.
800th home run hit by the Pirates at PNC Park since it opened up. Here's for the next 800.
Who's going to hit number 1,000?
I don't know. From the Hall of Fame Club. You know who the guest bartender is up there tonight?
No.
Dave Justy.
Really?
Yes, sir. Snyder, ground ball, sharply hit. Amarista's there to glove it. The Pirates gone in order in the bottom of the 7th inning. 1, 2, 3 go the Pirates. They trail the Padres 9-8. inning. And this day in Pirates history, brought to you by our friends at Day Automotive. August 10th, 1971, the Pirates traded John Jeter and Ed Acosta to San Diego for Bob Miller. Pittsburgh became Miller's 10th major league team. And he was pretty good down the stretch, posting a 1.29 ERA in 28 innings, and even made 3 appearances in the World Series that year. Thanks to Day Automotive, we're going to make your day. Yonder Alonso facing Tony Watson, and he takes strike 1. Alonso is 0 for 3. This would be a tough one to let get away tonight. The Pirates can't come back.
I still have a good feeling about this game, though. One run, I find a way to pull this out. But I will say you're right about if they don't. Boy, 7-1, and against a team that you feel that you should beat, at least going by the records of the two clubs. You're right, it'll be tough.
Padres come into this one 49-64.
Cincinnati has already won today, as you said earlier. Day game in Chicago, they won 10-8 over the Cubs.
St. Louis is losing 3-1 to Philadelphia in the top of the 9th inning in Philly. So the Phillies looking to wrap up the Cardinals. And you've got to keep an eye on St. Louis. They are right in the rear view mirror.
You have to keep Atlanta, Los Angeles, Arizona a little bit.
Down on strikes goes Yonder Alonso.
You're thinking about the wild card action, along with trying to catch the Reds.
38,702, sellout number 12 on the year. And a bigger crowd expected tomorrow night for Sky Blast and Styx. How early was that rotunda jam today? That's when you know you're going to have a big crowd. Way before the game. That thing's nearly full.
6 o'clock they were lining up.
'92 division champs. Catch the fever, Bob. The Bob Walk and John Wayner Pirates right there. Venable pops it up. Foul ground for Jones. 2 gone.
Keep this just a 1-run ball game. Pirates have 6 more outs.
Cameron Maben is 0 for 2 with a walk and a run scored. He was part of that 6-run 5th inning. Strike 1 to Maben. Maben, former Marlin, came over to the Padres a couple of years ago. Has planted roots in center field at Petco Park. A lot of room to cover there.
It's a big ballpark. They need speed in the outfield.
Strike 2.
Rumors, though, they might bring those fences in eventually. They've been talking about that ever since they built the place. Maybe the most pitcher-friendly park in our league for sure. Ball doesn't carry especially well, and it's deep.
Here comes the 0-2. Missed inside.
They had to do similar things at the old ballpark, Jack Murphy. For years, you had to hit it all the way up into the seats to get a home run, and they decided that was too much. They ended up building a fence inside the ballpark, inside the walls. It became the home run fence. It made it much easier, a much more hitter-friendly ballpark to play in.
Here's Tony Gwynn working with Andy Mazur tonight for San Diego TV, the Hall of Famer, head baseball coach at San Diego State. Mr. Padre. He wasn't too easy to get out, though, was he, Bob?
No, not very easy at all for anybody. He'd be pretty safe if you say he was the best hitter of his era.
Payoff pitch. Bouncer to third. Foul. Tony Gwynn, Southern California guy, drafted by both the San Diego Padres and San Diego Clippers of the NBA on the same day. Tony Gwynn still holds some of the basketball assist records at San Diego State. He was a terrific point guard there.
He's been battling some health issues himself over the years.
Yep. He had an oral cancer issue. Three-two pitch. Walked it. This is where Watson got in trouble before with a 2-out walk. Before he gave up the home run to Headley.
Twice tonight may have been his walk. You got to maybe the fastest guy on their team, and he's not hitting anything for average. You can't be giving him free passes.
Now the batter is John Baker, the catcher. Over first, Maven gets back. Maven's got 20 swipes this year. Top of the 8th inning, 9-8 San Diego. On offense to come to the right place. Little number down to second, and Walker takes care of Baker. Nothing across for the Padres. We'll go to the bottom of the 8th inning. Pirates looking for a run. There's Dave Justy.
Former Pirate Dave Justy is in the house, and I don't see your partner in crime. Where's Steve Blass?
You know what? He's probably looking for people to sign his book. And when people sign his book, they have to pay him.
Well, I know you've got this long line of fans. I'll let you get back to signing autographs, but I have to ask you, being a former reliever, what do you think about what Joe Hanrahan has done by leading the National League in saves so far?
Well, if I had his fastball, I might still be pitching. But anyway, you know, he's the kind of guy that he's a grinder. Not only does he have great stuff, but he's a grinder. He don't want anybody to hit him. And you have to have that attitude when you're a closer.
Thanks for your time. Have more fun tonight.
Okay. Thanks, Dan.
Guys, it's all yours.
All right, Danny, Dave, Justy. He and Steve Blass been teammates and neighbors
Forever.
for a long time in South Hills. Luke Gregerson takes over on the hill for San Diego. Bottom of the 8th inning, facing Andrew McCutchen, who's 0 for 3 tonight. McCutchen seems like he's getting a hit every night, but he's an 0 for here late in the ball game. Gregerson's 0-1 pitch, and McCutchen, did he go around? Yes, he did, says first base umpire Mike Winters.
Watch the bat, see how far it came out. It got out there in front of the plate. Just tried to bring it back a little bit, but didn't full Winters.
Gregerson's 0-2. And McCutchen to center field. Will get down? No.
He hit it pretty decent.
1 out in the 8th for the Pirates. Dave Justy, 47-28 with the Pirates over 7 seasons. Did not allow a run in 10 2/3 innings pitched in the 1971 postseason. He had a save as well. 133 saves.
Really a great job in 71, obviously. But the whole team really was fantastic. And it's so much fun when you get Glass and Justy together in the same room. They start nipping at each other. It's hilarious to watch. They were teammates. They lived next to each other, and all these years they're still right there, neighbors on the same street. Kind of a neat thing. Listen to them talk back to those 71 days.
Wonder if they're going to carpool home. Luke Gregerson's had a long scoreless streak, 15 2/3 innings now. The streak began back on the 4th of July. But he doesn't have the longest scoreless streak on the Padres. That belongs to the All-Star Houston Street. He's gone 20 1/3. Jones hits one high and deep, and it is going to be foul.
Straighten that one out. We need it.
I don't think Gregerson wants to go right back where he just was.
He'll try something different here. Maybe not necessarily a different pitch, but it won't be in that same spot.
Two ball, 2-strike pitch. And he got him. Gregerson strikes out Garrett Jones. This will bring up Neil Walker. Walker hungry. He's 0 for 4.
That one in a real good spot. That back foot breaking ball. Where you throw it if you're trying to get a strikeout. See why they call it the back foot breaking ball. Baker catching that right in front of the left foot of G.I. Jones. Getting to that point where we need a hero.
Walker's a good candidate. Pedro Alvarez also.
The Pirates this year have become such a good team at hitting the long ball that it really gives you confidence in games like this when it's close that somebody's going to be able to get a hold of one, hit it out.
A little bit of a deeper bench now. You've got Gabby Sanchez able to come off the bench. Josh Harrison's provided a spark. Michael McHenry available tonight.
Hitting the ball very well for power.
Right back to Gregerson, and Walker is out. And we're heading to the 9th inning. The night is getting shorter at PNC Park.
Pirates Baseball on Root Sports is brought to you by Jeep. Now get a great deal on a legendary Jeep vehicle at the Jeep Summer Clearance Event. By AT&T, the nation's largest 4G network. AT&T, rethink possible. And by Levin Furniture and the all-new Levin Mattress Stores. For a great deal on a new bed, shop Levin's. Let's go Bucks!
Top of the 9th inning, 9-8 Padres. Along with Dad Potash and Bob Walker, I'm Tim Neville. Pirates trying to come back in this one, but first it's going to be up to Chad Qualls to keep the Padres down. As Qualls comes in to pitch the top half of the 9th inning. He'll face a pinch hitter, Mark Kotsay. Kotsay, the only left-hander coming off Bud Black's bench tonight. Kotsay, the pinch hitter, batting in the 9 spot. And then back to the top of the order, Amarista and Cabrera. .300 pinch hitting this season with a home run. Qualls against Kotsay. Strike 1.
Good veteran and a half coming off your bench. Might be somebody that a contender would look into adding for the playoff run. Strengthen the bench. Been around for a long time.
Pinch hitting numbers are good. One ball and 1 strike to Kotsay. He's hitting .277 overall in the season. Now he's in the hole 1 and 2.
Just over 100 at bats this year.
Now it has gone final in Philadelphia now as the Phillies have defeated St. Louis 3-1. Houston Street loosening up. He was the lone Padre representative at the All-Star game. One-two. Close, and he let it go. Here's the 2-2 and a ball pulled foul.
Where the Dodgers won tonight.
5-2 over Miami. Atlanta has won over the Mets 4-0. 2-2, and Kotze lets it go outside. Count is full. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Kotze, the pinch hitter, leading off the 9th for San Diego in a 1-run game. And bounces it to first. Jones has it. Toss to Qualls covering. 1 out. Our Nissan road ahead. Take a look at the pitching matchups for the next 2 games in this series. Jason Marquis will take on A.J. Burnett tomorrow night, and then former Pirate Ross Ollendorf is 4-2 of the Padres this year. Now Bedard coming off a gem. Those are the probables for the next 2 games.
Jason Marquis looking on.
Charlie Morton in the dugout. Charlie recovering from Tommy John surgery. And Marista takes a strike. And there's Ole, smartest man in baseball. AJ will go tomorrow night looking for his 15th victory.
Maybe move closer to a Cy Young award. Who knows?
0-1 to Amarista. Walker charging. He'll throw him out easily. 2 down quickly. Alvarez 1 for 5. Barajas 8 for 12, and then there'll be a pinch hitter.
8 for 12.
Yeah.
Wow.
Couple of home runs for Barajas.
That's owning somebody there. 8 for 12 and a couple long balls.
I wonder if somebody wants to whisper that in the ear of Houston Street right now. Get it in his head.
I imagine he 8 for 12 and a couple of home runs. He knows. He might not know the exact numbers, but he knows I can't get this guy out.
With Cabrera trying to bunt his way aboard. Barajas knows they've got to get Cabrera here, get to the bat rack in the bottom of the 9th. Try to tie this one or win it. No ball, 1 strike pitch from Chad Qualls. 1-1. Ground ball to second. And it's the last wraps for the Pirates. They have to try to come back against the All-Star Houston Street. 9-8 Padres going to the bottom of the 9th. this Friday night. They'll have to do it against Houston Street. Pedro Alvarez will lead off against Street. He has seen him before. Go back a couple of seasons ago, August 7th against the Rockies. It was Houston Street delivering, and Pedro, a dramatic walk-off home run. One of the more dramatic home runs hit at this ballpark. And now Houston Street and Pedro Alvarez reunited in another close game. Rod Barajas has had success against Street as well.
Certainly, it looks to me like we have the right part of the lineup up.
20 for 20 in save opportunities.
Look at the opponent batting average. Wow. 096.
The late Rod Beck is the only Padre to post 100% success rate in save situations. He went 20 for 20 in the 2003 season. So here we go. Last chance for the Buccos. Bottom of the 9th inning. And Pedro Alvarez, who is 2 for 3 with a walk tonight, 2 RBIs, facing Houston Street. Strike 1 on the outside edge.
Yeah, that was some paint right there.
Street may have gotten a call there.
Tried it again.
Garrett is praying. The 1-1 to Alvarez. 2 balls and a strike.
I like Pedro's patience so far. He's given him nothing that he can hit. Even the pitcher was called a strike, obviously. Talking earlier about the feeling on the team when you're in a pennant race. Notice everybody is on the rail. Big game. Well, every game is important. Oh, that could have been ball 4.
Well, every pitch has been out of the strike zone, but he's got a 2-2 count.
Yeah. Still, though, he's not chasing it.
Swing and a drive to center field. It hangs up for Maben.
I'll tell you, that was a good at bat. Pedro really showed some patience. He didn't get anything to hit except for that last pitch, and he barreled it up. Strike 1, just a little off the plate, but that's okay. Got a couple left. He was real wide with that one. This is down. Gets another call on a borderline pitch. There's the first pitch really in the strike zone, and Pedro nailed it.
Rod Barajas facing Street.
You know what Rod was trying to do? That was a home run swing.
Pirates had a 7-1 lead in this ball game. It's now 9-8 San Diego. Barajas down to his final strike. 0-2 on the Pirate catcher. And on deck, who's been swinging a hot bat, the other catcher, Michael McHenry. He'll pinch hit. 0-2 to Barajas. Padres have won 9 straight games at PNC Park. Last Pirate win against him here was the 18th of September in 09. They had a 5-1 win that day. Chase Headley homered from each side of the plate tonight. He's got 5 runs batted in. And a ground ball toward the middle. Amarista. And the Pirates are down to their final out. And Michael McHenry trying to find a way.
Number 55, Michael McHenry.
Michael needs to look for a pitch that he can drive. Maybe not thinking, okay, I'm going to hit a home run, tie it up, but with 2 outs, you got to at least be thinking something you can get for extra bases, drive into a gap. You're going to have to hit it perfectly in a gap because the outfield is very, very deep, trying to prevent a double. Look how deep they are. Not much room behind them.
Go to the fourth. Swings and misses, strike one. 0-1 to Michael. Rally hat going. Let's shake it up. Pirates looking for some 2-out lightning. And McHenry grounds it to first. And this is going to be the ball game. And Houston Street, looks like he's hurt.
Yep.
And Houston Street is injured on the final play of the ball game. He looks in serious discomfort right now.
Well, he definitely did something as he was trying to break the cover of the bag.
Well, Houston Street will be part of the post-game story here, but see what happened on the final play. Maybe watch the left leg.
Yeah, just did something. It looks like it was low, though, the way he's acting. Like an Achilles type deal.
Well, McHenry grounding out. Ball game is over. The Padres have now won 10 straight at PNC Park against the Pirates.
This is a real tough loss. 7-1. That was the lead. And it turned into a 9-8 loss.
So Chase Headley, the hero for San Diego, with a pair of home runs in this one. This is the one that got away tonight. Garrett Jones did his part, and so did Travis Snyder with a 3-run home run, but it wasn't enough, as the Pirates would fall 9-8 and lose the first game of this 3-game set to San Diego. Let's check in section 103 with Paul Alexander and Kent Tekulve.